What's poppin', fam? Today we're going to be throwing on the Z1 HR oil catch can kit. Should be pretty easy, so let's get to it. First thing we're going to have to do is take our cover off. First thing we're going to do is take our banjo bolt. We got some washers. I'm going to put another washer on top. Put this in the side of our catch can. This requires an 8mm Allen wrench. Tighten it down. And you're going to want to make sure that banjo is sticking straight down. Next thing we got to do is install the bracket to the two bolts. There's a 10mm down there, and then this was a 10mm that was the cover to the engine. The kit comes with a tool specifically for these little bolts here. Then we put our other banjo bolt on, and everything is facing the passenger side. Tighten that down with our 8mm Allen wrench. So we got our catch cam mounted, and the hardest part of doing this is replacing the PCV hose, which is this bottom one. You got the top, it's this bottom one, which snakes all the way around until right here, this one that I'm touching right there. So the side closest to the oil catch can was pretty easy to take off, but the side over here was a little more difficult. We only had to unplug the MAF sensor. This HR doesn't burn too much oil because of the oil cooler that we have installed by Mishimoto, but going to Holiday Matsuri at the firm, and they said if your PCV hose or your intake has been modified, you need to have an oil catch can. OSW doesn't require that, so I've never really had to get it. And I always check my oil, and it doesn't really seem to burn much, so I never really thought it was much of an issue. But I don't want to get to the firm December 3rd and then say I can't run just because that wasn't done. So that's why we're getting it done. And that's kind of why we went with the Z1. It was the cheapest. Mishimoto had the 2 oil catch cam, but it was closer to 500. And because we got the cooler, because we don't burn too much oil, I thought we might as well just go with the Z1. I think pulling it towards the back might be the best bet. And it's moving little by little. Took some convincing, but I was able to snake our new hose down underneath the throttle body, and we have it poking out right there with the red. New hose installed, clamps are on, running down. Now we got it hooked up to the catch can. Got one side on, now it's time for that last one. Use some brake cleaner around that last clamp and was able to slide it on. Now our catch can is installed. We are one step closer. If you did unplug the MAF sensor, don't forget to plug it back in. Not too bad of a job, took a couple hours, but we were able to do it ourselves. So if I could do it, you could definitely do it. The only other thing we need to get within the month before December 3rd is wheels with some tires. I've been searching, but every pair that I go for ends up being sold or not the right size or what I want. So we're still looking for that, but we are close. Another thing we are close to, I think we are at 992, somewhere around there, but we are so close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, hit that button already, and I'll catch you on the next one, fam. Peace.